In India, today's summit provides us with the opportunity to deepen our engagement and strengthen the collaboration between our two nations, which, as President Obama said when visiting the Indian Parliament in 2010, will be one of the defining partnerships of the 21st century.
University in the United States, or an institution with strong expertise and robust networks around international issues. And as an institution, we're committed to promoting greater understanding and collaboration in the service of the global common good. Our Washington, D.C. location gives us an opportunity to convene events like this one, to bring together distinguished foreign visitors, faculty and students, members of the diplomatic and wider D.C. communities. The Kashmir Conclave is part of our wider, expanding effort here at Georgetown to deepen understanding of India within the United States and to contribute to better ties, stronger ties between our two.
Be here and to have a chance to be on this campus that has meant so much to my family, and particularly to see the balconies filled with Hoya. And those of you who are watching the great rise of India, I hope you share our excitement that this largest of all democracies, this wildly pluralistic nation, is on the path to providing greater benefits for their citizens within the context of freedom and opportunity. And they know, as we know from our own experience, that a democracy depends upon education, an educated citizenry. And we, therefore, at the highest levels of our two governments, are committed to this. But whether or not this takes hold will depend upon those of you outside government, professors and teachers, researchers, business leaders. You will ultimately determine the success of these efforts.
I'm delighted to be here in what must be one of the most beautiful campuses in the US. Like many things, India has taken a moral position on climate change. And that moral position is that we have every right to develop. You guys have polluted and built up the carbon dioxide levels. So you guys clean up, and then we will do our bit. This has been broadly the moral position. I think it's been a wrong position as far as I'm concerned, because what this moral position ignores is the real effects of climate change in India.
Just on 7th floor when I sit in my lectures, I see these big photos of every student doing something in their own agendas. In Spanish, in Mandarin, they're studying in every language. There's no Hindi. I'm not saying put Marathi because I'm a Maharashtrian, but at least there is no Hindi. You want to connect with India, you have to connect with those 50 languages of India. You want to connect with India, you have to
speak about a few of the major issues that have been coming up and are prominent, and what I've experienced over the last year and a few months that I've been in the legislature.
Especially with this event, and perhaps other events, could take the lead on the East Coast of having a conference which could be of national or international importance. And I've been arguing actually with one of your earlier deans that Georgetown should take the lead in establishing a South Asia current events conference, a recent contemporary South Asia conference.
Because the US has such a huge impact on the world, and Georgetown has such a huge impact on the world. And so we see you as partners on this journey.
Inclusive politics is necessary to have inclusive economics. Inclusive discussion with various stakeholders is necessary to effect positive social change. Asia has three interesting, very vigorous leaders at the moment, and the President of China and Prime Minister Abe of Japan and Prime Minister Modi of India, who has written a book called Inclusive Politics, Inclusive Governance, and who recognizes that his country's big problem is it has grown like crazy for the last 20 years in and around its tech prosperity centers, but only 35% of the people are being reached by that effort. And that India needs to develop the ability to aggregate and deploy capital so that 100% of the people of India can have a chance to benefit from the enterprise that is now driving dramatic prosperity for just 35
more than that. So I do hope that the international community will play fair, let India and Pakistan talk amongst themselves. Don't continue to look at Jammu and Kashmir as I said, the most dangerous place in the world. It isn't. It certainly is one of the most beautiful places in the world. It isn't one of the most dangerous places, and I hope a time will come when, if I do get invited to Georgetown, it's about anything else with Jammu and Kashmir. But for this opportunity, I'm extremely grateful, and thank you all very much.